refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of RBO. I am your host, Vaughn, and I'm here to break down some NBA news for you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, you share this with anybody that's an NBA fan because they will learn a lot and will enjoy the show. First, before you also like, subscribe, and share, I want you guys to go down low in the bio. There's a link down there. You can become a member with the R2L family. And with that, you get a lot of different perks. You can join these Instagram chats where we have a lot of fun. We talk sports, we debate live. A lot of guys, they give a lot of input on certain things. You learn a lot, and it's just a good time. Also, tap in with all the different shows on the network. We have a plethora of shows that touch on almost every sport that's out there. So definitely tap in down low in the comment section and just have a good time. We got baseball season coming up soon. College basketball, March Madness about to happen. You see the college football playoff just ended. So we cover a little bit of everything. Boxing. So definitely lock in with the game and you will not be disappointed at all. So today for RBO, we have two topics that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Golden State Warriors because Jimmy Butler just was injured 2 nights ago. Torn his ACL and is out for the whole season, which is a big blow to the Golden State Warriors. We'll talk about that. And we're also going to talk about the All-Star starters that have been announced. And we're going to see who got snubbed, who should be a starter that's not a starter, and who shouldn't be a starter that's a starter. And we're also going to try to predict some of the reserves. So enjoy the show, and let's get at it. All right. First thing, like I said, let's talk about Jimmy Butler out for the season. Man, that was a big blow to this Warriors team. Currently sitting not great in the West, but they're not terrible in the West. They're currently sitting at number 8, right there in the middle of that play-in at 25-20. But without Jimmy Butler, man, this team is going to have to regroup. I mean, you know, Steve Kerr hasn't been trying to play Kuminga all this time, but looks like he's going to be forced to do it. When Jimmy Butler got hurt, when they played the Raptors, you know, Kuminga came in and played some good minutes for him, which that's just what he does. He's just a baller. When he come out there, he's go smack at buckets. Like, that's what he do, man. Kuminga is another threat out there besides just Steph Curry. I think, me personally, because there's some games where Jimmy Butler just don't even shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like Kuminga, he's out there and he's trying to make an impact. And I don't think he takes a lot of bad shots either. And to be quite honest, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He influences the game a bit. So Steve Kerr is going to be forced to play him now. And the Warriors aren't. I don't think this is a good spot for them to be in. I don't think putting Kuminga in for Jimmy Butler solves their problem. Because to be quite honest, with Jimmy Butler, I didn't think they were that great of a team, to be quite honest. They're just what their record shows. They're mid-level team. You know, they're right at the play-in, right in the middle right there. They're not a bona fide contender in the West. They got Steph Curry, you know, and Draymond, but Jimmy Butler's gone now. Excuse me. Pods hasn't been really, he's up and down. This is a moment that Steve Kerr's going to have to coach, man. Excuse me, guys. Me personally, I think Steve Kerr has been getting a little bit exposed since that run he had with those great teams. He got that last ring, and I got to give Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, those guys. He had a good roster, but Steph Curry really, I didn't say carry them, but he really was like the overwhelming factor because in that finals, man, it was crazy. He was just taking over. He just snatched the hearts out of the Celtics. But with this whole Kuminga thing going on, it seems like then you got spats on the sideline with Draymond Green. Seems like Steve Kerr doesn't have this ship under control as tight as we would like. As we thought, Steve Kerr, known as being one of the best coaches, all the rings, all the success he got once he got with the Warriors. But a lot of people forget that Mark Jackson actually founded the Splash Brothers. He's the guy that founded them now. Steve Kerr does get credit. He did build a slightly better system for them over there. But ever since the KD thing went down, then Jordan Poole thing went down with Draymond, we haven't seen nothing from this Warriors team, to be quite honest. They picked up Jimmy Butler, and I didn't think it was going to make that big of a difference. I thought they can win some games, but I don't think they can be back to that contender where they were in the past. Because you got to remember, when they won a last ring, Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins played big for them. Not just one player. It was a plethora of guys. So they still, and if you think about it, Jimmy Butler, he's come to play in the playoffs at times, but the Warriors need him all the time. And this year, he's averaging Jimmy Butler numbers. Let's check it out here. He's averaging 20 points, 5.6 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 51% from the field. Not terrible. But when you're on a Warriors team, Steph Curry is leading the way with 27 points. You are second with 20. Then Podensky, 12. Kuminga, 12. Anthony Melton, he's been playing really good for this Warriors team. He's averaging 10.5. And then Draymond is averaging 8.5. 8.8. Come on now. So this is Draymond's about to step his game up. You're gonna have to need a lot from the bench. We're gonna figure out what they have in Will Richard. He had I think he had a 30-point game this year when he was called upon. Trace Jackson Davis gonna have to get back out there, give some good minutes. But to be quite honest, this team just needs to make a trade. Draymond Green messed y'all up, telling y'all not to trade for Markkanen. Why not? Markkanen is averaging 27 right now. Him and Steph would be crazy. They need that over there. Another guy that comes to mind is Michael Porter Jr. Now, I saw reports saying that they're not looking to trade for Michael Porter Jr. Shame on them. They need somebody like Michael Porter Jr. He's another big-time shot maker alongside Steph Curry. That'd be a good duo, in my opinion. Also brings them some more size. He can rebound. Not the best defender, but he's not terrible either. So I think they should trade for one of those guys, man, to be quite honest. If they're not going to do that, they're not going nowhere. It is what it is. Kuminga demanded a trade, so hopefully, I hope he still keeps that same energy because they're only going to start playing you now, bro, because Jimmy's hurt. That's it. I don't understand why Kerr don't want to play you. What, he don't know how to play you? So I think that's also some exposure on Kerr as well. Like, he got to figure this thing out. Him and the front office got to figure this thing out. I did see that Jimmy Butler is up for trade, which is wild to me. Like, my man just got hurt balling for y'all, and y'all talking about y'all about to trade him. That's wild to me. But that's my thoughts right there on the Warriors, man. I think they need to make a move because sitting at 8th without Jimmy, I'm not sure if Steph Curry can carry this team as great as he is as a shooter and as a player. I'm not sure if he can carry this roster. This roster just isn't that great. In the West, I mean, the Portland Trailblazers can get at this team, in my opinion, to play in. Even the Clippers can beat this team. And we know what's up with the Clippers. They've been balling. Don't get me wrong. They won like the last 11 out of 15 or something like that. However, they're still 10th, 19 and 24. So, and Kawhi Leonard still isn't as healthy as he needs to be. So, right now, Golden State, you are safe at this very moment, I must say. But watch out because teams like Memphis might catch you because Ja Morant recently just came out saying he want to stay in Memphis. So Memphis might find some life. Ja Morant playing with purpose now. So we'll see if the Warriors can keep this lead. But I think they need to trade for Michael Porter Jr., whose team is third worst in the East, or Laurie Marketing, whose team third worst in the West. Like, get those guys out of there into a place where they can contend for at least some playoff success. And just see where it goes from there, man. So, Steve Kerr, you up, my boy? Draymond, you up, my boy? Kaminga, hopefully they get you in a good place because you a good player, man. You came a long way. You didn't go to college. I think you went to the G League, straight out the G League. So, shout out to Kaminga, man. All right. So next, we about to talk about these all-star starters, man. And who got snubbed from starting? Let's get the list. Let me get the list right here for y'all. All right. For the West, we got Steph Curry, SGA, Luka Doncic, Wembanyama, and Jokic. Now, that's a star-studded starting five right there. Those are like some very, very popular names. All five of those guys, they're like super popular in the league. Like when I say super popular, I mean like they're like top of the food chain popularity contest. Then you go to the East. You got some up and coming guys, and I like that. You have Jalen Brunson. You have Tyrese Maxey. Shout out Tyrese Maxey, averaging 30. Young, looking like a reincarnation of AI out there, Slim. Then you got Kay Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, the West starting five is a lot more star-studded, in my opinion, when it comes to just big names in the league, internationally, and all that, So, let's start with the East. Do I think anybody got snubbed out of the starting lineup? No. This is the 1 year I think the East got the starters right. I'm not gonna say the 1 year ever or nothing like that, but this is 1 year they got the East. East got it right. I give it to them. Now, this isn't a traditional point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center lineup, but that's how the All-Star game should be, in my opinion. You don't gotta have a 1 through 5. Just get the best 5 ballers out there and let's ball. Ain't nobody out there really running plays and stuff. We want it to be a street ball, like we at the park, y'all just hooping type of thing, So I do like the reserves for the East side. I think Jalen Brunson has been doing his thing per usual. That's what he do. He balls. Like I just said, Maxey averaging 30. Kay Cunningham got his team first in the East. He averaged about 25 and 9. Jaylen Brown, 30. And Giannis, you know what Giannis do. Even though the Bucks aren't looking so good, Giannis is. We know why Giannis is there. Let's go to the West. We have Steph Curry, SGA, Luka Doncic, Wemby, and Jokic. All right, hear me out here. I get it. Now, if you want to kind of have the best kind of the best players in there, I get it. But I think some things can change here. Okay? Now, I understand why. And this is tough. This is real tough. I'm not going to lie. This is real tough. Because it's not no real big difference in between these two players. But I think Steph Curry can come off the bench. I do. Now, it's hard to go against Steph averaging 27 points a game right now. He had a 40-point game, 44-point game, 46-point game, 49-point game. I think he had a 48-point game. He's been balling. I get it. Steph Curry been balling. But this dude been balling too. And that's Ant-Man. Now listen. Ant-Man's averaging 29.9. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And he got more wins than Steph Curry right now. Ant-Man played 35 games and Steph Curry played 35 games. So, in my opinion, sorry, Steph, you got to be a reserve this year, bro. You have SGA at the 1. Well, not even, I just said no 1s, 2s, 3s. But SGA, Ant-Man, Luka, and I'm sorry, Wimpy, you got to come out too, bro. You got to come out too, bro. All right. I know a lot of people are going to hate on me because I said that. But to be quite honest, I think my man. Hold on. Yeah, man. I think Wemby can sit down. I think Wemby can sit down. I think, the NBA should start doing rewarding guys. Don't just. I understand you have a system where like the fans vote, the players, or I think the coaches vote, all that. Like it's like three different things that matter. But I think the NBA should start rewarding guys, man. This dude right here. Now I get it. He's not in a big market, and I know that's what sells in the All-Stars. I get it. Trust me. I think my man can get in there. Denny at I messed you up the name of it last time. I'm gonna try at Denny from the Portland Trailblazers. I'm gonna learn that for you, bro, because I don't like saying nobody's name wrong. I think Denny can get in there, man. I think Wemby can sit down. And this is the only reason why I say Wemby can sit down. He ain't played enough games, man. He only played 30 games this year. He's the only starter, other than Jokic, of course. Jokic's been hurt since, but what Jokic's been doing this year, I mean, come on now. The dude got 16 triple-doubles and 28 double-doubles. You can't deny that. Now, Wemby's been playing some good ball, but he's averaging, let's go to Wemby's average. I think I was like 24 and 8 or something like that. He probably averaged 10. I ain't gonna disrespect Wemby like that. 24 and 10 and 11. 24 11. I think Denny can get in there over him. I think Wemby can be a reserve just for the mere fact of availability. Denny has played 41 games, averaging 26 points a game, averaging 7 rebounds, 7 assists. He's been balling. So I think the NBA should reward guys. And there's no knock on Wemby. I get why Wemby's in there. He's clearly the best player for the spot when you talk about just the best starting 5. Wemby and Jokic, the best 2 bigs in the West. We get it. But who's having a better season? I get the Spurs are number 2 in the West. And I think the Blazers are 9th in the West. Let's double check that. They're 9th in the West. But who expected Denny to average 26? Now, if y'all seen my last episode, he's my guy. I think that should win most improved this year so far. I think he's improved the most. But I do think we can have a starting lineup of SGA, Ant-Man, Luka, Denny, Jokic. I like that 5. Bring Steph and Wemby off the bench. Now we know that's very far-fetched to have it because of the starstruckness that these other guys have. I mean, you want to see Wemby out there. You want to see Steph out there shooting threes. And not saying either one are having bad years. I just think Anthony Edwards and Denny can get in there. Even if Denny don't make it, Ant-Man got to get in there. Wemby out. He ain't been out there long enough. That's just my thoughts right there on that. You feel me? I just feel like the league should reward guys for level of difficulty. Also reward guys for, not just their stats, but the impact that they have as well, if you know what I mean. So I got a couple guys that I want to call out that I think for sure are gonna make it in the far as reserves. Where would I start? Start East. I start East, I guess. For the East, I got Jalen Johnson as a reserve. I think that's quite easy. I think he makes that quite easy. Hold on 1 second. Michael Porter Jr. I'm just speaking about him. Hey, Warriors, don't don't sleep. I'm just saying, don't sleep, because y'all sleep. Y'all gonna be 11th seed, and Steph Curry gonna be mad. Norman Powell, I think he should get in there. I think Siakam might make that too. He's having a pretty good year. I'm Scotty Barnes or Brandon Ingram. I think one of those guys will make it. I don't know if both will make it. That's a lot of fours already. Now this guy here it'll be a little tricky. Oh, Donovan Mitchell, easy. That's easily in there. I'm not sure if Paulo or if Franz will make it, to be honest. They're not having great years, and they've been hurt. Both of them been hurt. Cat should get in as a center. Jalen Duran might get in. I don't see nobody else off the top of my head I could say gonna get in. Shout out to Nikhil Alexander Walker. He's a dark horse. My man. And for the West, Ant-Man gonna get in. I'm not sure if Laurie can get in. He has the numbers. He should get in. Laurie should get in. Denny should get in. Harden should get in. Averaging 26. Not sure about Jamal Murray. That's a sneaky one right there. He might can get in. Devin Booker better get in, man. He better get in. I was about to start him over Steph, but Steph dry light been going crazy. I can't deny that. Shout out to Shaden Sharp. He's a soon to be All-Star. I can guarantee you that he'll be an All-Star in the next 2 years. I'm gonna guarantee that my man gonna be an All-Star in the next 2 years. Shout out to my boy Dave. Yeah, Norman Powell, certified bucket. I think he's like a professional bucket getter. He gets straight to it. He don't do too much with the rock. Get straight to it. I'm a Norman Powell fan. That first game when we played the Heat this year, I became a bigger fan watching that game. I'm feeling like I'm right over here. There we go. All right. I think that's it right there. I don't see nobody else making it. Shat ain't making it. All men ain't making it this year. Cooper flat, nah. Shout out to Days. He said his boy been cooking all year, for real. He has. See, I had him on the show last show talking about him improving. I couldn't make him most improved because he already was a baller last year. He just showing he gets really, really ball now. But yeah, those are who I think should be starters. I think the East is solid. I think the West can do some shuffling, to be quite honest. I think they cater too much to these big names in these all-star votings and things of that nature. But the East is legit. You got some new names, new faces, and new places. So we're going to see how these guys get down. The NBA will be announcing the reserves on the 1st of February, about a week and some change away. We will address that, see who really got snubbed. Because I'm telling you, they're gonna put somebody in there that don't belong in there. And there's one person I'm gonna talk about, and I bet, and I know he's gonna be in there, but I just gotta talk about him. And that's Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. I guarantee you Kawhi Leonard playing the All-Star game. I guarantee you he playing the All-Star game. He's been questionable to play. So far this year, he's played 30 games. Reminded me of Wemby. 30 games. Now let's see where they stand. They 19 and 24. He's missed 15 games. So for half of the amount of games that he's been there, he's missed. So this is getting old now, bro. You are balling. Don't get me wrong. 28 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and you the way you look out there when you do play, you balling. Now listen, get your money, bro. I know you're gonna play in the All-Star game. Get your money. I'm just saying, bro, y'all got an opportunity to still make the playoffs. If you are available, be available, bro. If not, sit down. Don't even play in the All-Star game, okay? Ice up. Let one of these young bucks that ain't make it yet get up in there and focus on making the playoffs. You got James Harden, who's playing pretty good right now. Zubac is a pretty decent center. And you got some solid pieces around in LA. With you and Harden, I can make some noise. So, Kawhi Leonard, I'm praying, bro, to see you on the court more often because it's good for basketball when the real ballers ball. And you a real baller, bro. I had to get that out my chest right quick, man, because I know a lot of people that are fans of the league, we want to see you want to see the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see the bench. I ain't trying to see Chris Dunn in all game trying to score. I ain't trying to see that. I ain't trying to see John Collins go 2 for 12 from the 3 from the corner. I ain't trying to see that. We need Kawhi, man. So this for all the people voting. Don't vote for these players. Man, they tried to hack me just now, bro. I started talking about Kawhi and the NBA, and they're trying to hack me, bro. They ain't trying to let me get my thoughts off. I just lost track. My boys trying to get me together, man. So look, it's good for basketball when the real ballers ball, okay? I don't want nobody saying I'm hating on nobody. I'm just keeping it real, man. Kawhi, we ain't trying to see you in the All-Star game, bro. If you ain't gonna be there to help your team in the playoffs or nothing like that, bro. We ain't trying to see that. Just like in the Olympics. Why you even fly out there? You ain't Embiid. That nigga sit down. Worry about Philly and LA. Not the world. The whole world crack. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. I appreciate everybody that watched. Shout out to my boy Dave. He lit the comments up, man. I appreciate that. Tune in again. Follow me on Instagram, real.only.ballers.com. And shout out to my heart. Is there a heart in the house tonight? But definitely tune in with your boy. I'm gonna be back before the week is out. Subscribe to the channel so you can be on alert. I also post on Instagram for you guys. But you know your boy gonna be back sooner than later, because real ballers got a ball.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.